Sagittarius Risings December 2022 does have some relationship drama, but also some more money coming your way. If you're excited to dive into how this December 2022, the last rising sign video of this year, is going to play out in your life, do make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always updated for what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, welcome, I'm Maren. In this video, I'm using the tropical zodiac and whole sign houses as I'm using Western astrology techniques, particularly ancient Hellenistic. And if you would like to look into my courses or reading availability, I will have those linked down below. Might be booked up, might not be open right now, but I will have things that you can check into if you'd like to learn more. So we start out the month from the 1st to the 2nd with Mercury in your first house, squaring Neptune in your 4th house. You have a lot of planets in your first house of self during the first half of this month, which do show that there's a lot of spotlight, a lot of focus on you. So if you're a Sagittarius rising, congrats. The first about 2.5 weeks of December really are having you as the main character. But Mercury in your first squaring Neptune in your 4th does show that you being verbal, you starting a lot. There's probably a lot of things you're starting or you're going for. Your family is being either dishonest, deceitful, or unclear. So there's confusion in your family life that's making it difficult for you to be assertive and direct. Then also on the 1st, Venus in your first house will oppose Mars in your 7th house. Looks like you're trying to get something done and your partner is posing an issue. Your partner is being abrasive or your partner is just making that challenging. On the 4th, Venus in your first house will square Neptune in your 4th house. This is showing the possibility of getting your hopes up around family when that is too good to be true and it's not going to work out that seamlessly. So if there's lack of clarity, I would avoid getting your hopes up for the positive outcome of that and more so taking things into your own hands. On the 7th, we have a full moon in Gemini, and this is a pretty aggressive full moon. It's conjunct Mars exactly. This is happening in your 7th house of committed relationships and partnerships. Looks like the beginning of the month around the 7th is a distinct challenge, aggressive time in your relationship. Could be an ending, could be a letting go, could also just be a fight, but it does look like some aggressive words are exchanged with a very close partner of yours. Now on the 8th, the sun in your first house will oppose Mars in your 7th house, showing that the focus is on you right now, but your partner is being a little bit difficult or aggravating or frustrating as you're working things out between the two of you. On the 9th, Venus enters your Capricorn 2nd house, which is showing growth, harmony, and beauty coming to your 2nd house of finances. This is really lovely for the second half of the month to be focused on making more money and a different stream of income. Venus entering your 2nd house on the 9th really starts that off with more money likely coming your way or inspiration towards a new income stream. On the 14th to the 15th, the sun in your first house will square Neptune in your 4th house, reactivating that confusing family dynamic that's making it challenging for you to execute what you're trying to get done. Then on the 17th to the 18th, Mercury in your 2nd house will trine Uranus in your 6th house. This is supportive between money and the people that work for you or your physical health and what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So if you've been either managing coworkers and you're now promoted to a kind of managerial position even more, or if you're doing something different with your physical health routine, that is supporting you making more money. On the 20th, Jupiter re-enters your Aries 5th house. So Jupiter, planet of growth and expansion, was in your 5th house of romance and creativity over the summer. It will now be re-entering for the first few months of 2023. So if there was someone that you were seeing and dating, but it ended over the past few weeks, you might be getting back together with them. You might also be going back into a creative project or just having fun a little bit more as you were over the summer. On the 21st to the 22nd, the sun in your 2nd house will square Jupiter in your 5th house. This is really supportive for your money and the way that you're having fun or dating or doing something creative. They're getting along really well. So it's kind of like this creative project or the person you're seeing is offering opportunities that do help your wallet quite a bit. On the 22nd, Venus in your 2nd house will trine Uranus in your 6th house. Again, the people that work for you and or your health routine are really supporting you making more money and focusing on income during this time. And on the 23rd, we end the month with a new moon in your Capricorn 2nd house. A really practical, worldly, stable new beginning for you in your 2nd house of income, which is a great combination for Capricorn new moon energy and your chart. So if you're thinking about embarking on a side hustle or starting something new, the end of the month could be a great time for that around the holidays. On the 29th, Mercury does station retrograde in your 2nd house, so you might be having to rethink or reduce some of what you're going after for income, but we end the month on the 31st with Venus conjunct Pluto in your 2nd house. Venus-Pluto is very intense love, intense values, and intense obsessions. So there might be some very intense words or energy around money for you that has a lot of attachment at the end of the month. It's not bad per se, but it might just be a little bit aggressive and very dark the end of the month, even though the majority of the month is not that intense. If you have any thoughts or comments you want to share about how this December sounds for your life, do let me know down below. I read almost everything that I can on the subways, usually my comment reading time, and I'm always interested in hearing about how this is showing up in your life. So do let me know down below, and I hope that this is a fun month for you, as I like the astrology of this month. I'm excited for it. The tarot card that we have for Sagittarius Risings for this month is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is a little bit of a darker illustration than it needs to be. It basically shows that there's clarity and there's a conclusion and the matter is over. Like signed, sealed, delivered, all the swords have been stabbed. So if there's an ending that you've been waiting for financially or even around like your love life, it looks like there is that finality and that clarity there. Not to worry, not to be like concerned or anything, but it does seem like there is a definite ending that does lead to clarity, and it might be a financial one. Crazy to think that it was just a few years ago, alone in my NYU dorm room, that I was filming like 2017, 2018. I don't know if I don't remember the exact videos, but like that was me back then and this is me today, 2022. So small world. I will see you in the next one though, next year technically. Take care.
There is one